started doing the research, and I found out that a study was done. That 160 people were put in a room. They were given a knife, a rope, and a rock. And they wanted to see what these people would do with the knife, the rope, and the rock. And they found out that 2 people out of the 160 people became very creative. And they did amazing things with the knife, the rope, and the rock. Whereas the other 158 people just did something average. So they started to try to figure out how in the world could these 2 people do something so amazing, so extravagant, so off the wall with this knife, rope, and a rock. And it was because these people they learned to access a part of their brain at an early age that would allow them to be different, would allow them to be creative. So in a sense, they found out that these people were wired differently. And the way that these people started to wire themselves differently is because they started to daydream before they took up the rock, the rope, and the knife. They started to daydream. And I started to look at this thing and I started to realize. And they started to become creative because they started to daydream. I think that we don't realize that God has put something on the inside of us that if we took the opportunity to sit back and we took the opportunity to start to imagine ourselves, that we would rewire our thinking, we would change the way we think. The Bible tells us that we are created in the image and in the likeness of God. That means that we are created to walk like Him, we're created to talk like Him, we're created to create like Him, we're created to do